What's up, y'all? Welcome back to the channel. I'm Nakisha if you're new around here. Today I just want to have a very candid conversation about blogging and my business and basically the journey that I've gone on, and just kind of let you guys in on the journey I'm about to go on and the changes that I'm making in my business and everything like that. Some of you have been here from day one. You my A1 from day one, and I appreciate y'all so very, very, very much. And even if you just found me today, hey, how you doing? Thank you so much for being here and supporting me. And I just kind of want to talk about my journey with blogging. When I originally started online, I started just sharing my journey as a mother who had 4 little babies, and I was working a job, and it was tough, right? I was in corporate America at the time, and ultimately I decided to leave corporate America and be at home with my children. I went back to work just so they can have some interaction as a VPK teacher. If you didn't know, I was teaching 4-year-olds, honey, because I wanted my kids to have a place to go during the day, but I still was a little bit, you know, hectic of putting them in a daycare setting just because of something that had happened to me previously with one of my children in the daycare center. So I ended up going to teach VPK. And then after doing that for like a year or two, I just was like, you know what? I'm ready to work for myself. Cold turkey, boom, just quit my job and decided to come and work from home. In that time, I built up an online audience, and I built people that followed me for my stories and my journey, and just really seeing me go get it and really being fearless in everything that I'm doing, and you know, taking a stance and really taking control of my own life by saying, you know what? I'm gonna make a living for myself because I think that my babies are a lot more important than somebody's job, right? And I think people just kind of took hold of that story and began to follow me. And so I'm really, really good at engaging an audience and building an audience and doing that thing, right? And so eventually, as you build up followers and you make a name for yourself, you gain the attention of brands, and brands want to partner with you and all this stuff. And I've had the opportunity to partner with some absolutely amazing brands, from Disney and Kellogg's and Toyota and multiple travelers bureaus and McDonald's and Barbie and Band-Aid and Dick's Sporting Goods and Walmart, and just so many absolutely amazing brands. And I'm so grateful for that. And I love every second of what I do. And on top of working with some absolutely amazing brands, I've worked with some absolutely amazing coaching clients and sold thousands of dollars in digital products. And I'm absolutely happy where I am financially, right? But obviously I want to level up. I want to scale my business. And to do that, you got to do things a lot smarter than what you're doing them. So I was thinking a few weeks ago, probably even months ago, actually, and I was just like, okay, what is the next step? What is it that I want to do to get to the next level in my business, right? I make a load of my money working with brands, and that is how I started my business. From the moment I had my first $1,000 month, I got that working with a brand because, I mean, I love to talk. I can easily capture the attention of an audience, and my story is very unique, and I feel like brands just wanted to align themselves with that, and I'm so grateful for that. And I love doing the work. I love creating sponsored content. I love taking photos. I love doing video. I love all this stuff, right? So I originally started working with brands, but I realized not until last year, actually, during the whole panorama, that I really realized, like, wow, Nakisha, you probably should have focused on learning how to monetize your blog with ads a lot sooner. So to be honest with you, in the beginning, I really was not intrigued by placing ads on my site, because I was just like, you know, my site, if you don't know where I come from, I get it out the mud. And if you don't understand what that is, that's basically, I started my business and my journey from scratch, from the bottom, from the mud. I'm talking nothing but sand and water. I mixed it together, made mud, turned that mud into a sand castle, honey. And now here we are, okay? I started it from the basic. And I had no knowledge on anything. I had to learn it all on my own. So I didn't even know Okay, I'm going to say this. And this is somebody who gives blogging tips and how to build a blog. I didn't even know SEO was a thing when I started my blog. I just knew I could get on my blog, write some stories, work with brands on sponsored blog posts, right? I didn't know anything about monetizing my blog with ads. I didn't know anything about search engine optimization or any of that. I just knew I started writing on my blog, and one day I got the attention of brands and start working with brands. And that's how I have monetized my business basically the entire time. And a few months ago, when I was in the thick of it all with everything that's happening in the world and being home with children 24/7 and trying to run a business and trying to homeschool and do all that stuff, time became very limited, right? My time became limited. So I couldn't work with as many coaching clients. A lot of you probably know that because you probably reached out and I said, you know, I just can't right now, right? I couldn't do as many sponsor campaigns and I just couldn't do as much, right? Because I had my kids home with me. And I'm a mother first. You know, that's the reason I built this business, is because I want to be a mother first. And so I was like, man, maybe it's about time for me to add some ads onto my site, right? And I thought about it. I was like, well, girl, you don't have traffic like that. I don't have traffic like that to get a significant amount of money from the ads on my site. And so I really realized that, you know, it's time for me to really focus on search engine optimization, because that wasn't something that I had done in all of these few years that I've had my blog. My money came from other ways, being sponsored on social media and sponsored on my blog, actually, you know, to write and to do placement for other companies. And so I'm at the point too where I'm ready to get ads on my site. And I know a lot of you who used to watch my videos, my Build Your Blog with Me's, and that was the goal of that. It's like, listen, I want to monetize, get ads on my site. I'm going to get on Mediavine. But when everything broke loose, you know, that kind of had to get put on the back burner, if I may be honest. You know, I couldn't focus on that. So all that to say, I'm starting over. I'm starting from scratch. I'm going to treat my current blog like it's a brand new blog, and I am going to start over. Now, I had many thoughts about starting a second site, which I am going to start a second site, but I didn't think it made sense to start a second site if I don't even have this one monetized, right? I feel like I have not squeezed all the juice out of this one business, right? Because if I start a second site, it would kind of be like a separate business for me, because my attention would have to go elsewhere, right? NakishaWynn.com, Nakisha, I am a brand. This is my brand, and I want to monetize that brand in every way that I can. And so I feel like it makes a lot more sense for me to go ahead and monetize my current blog first with ads, right? Before I move on to the next thing. So over the next 6 months, I am going to go hard and focus in on search engine optimization and getting my blog posts and my blog ranked on Google so that I can get that organic traffic and really start getting some real live page views to my site. So my kids are going back to school in August, and I'm going to have some time on my hands, like I used to have time on my hands, to really focus in on my business. So over the next 6 months, I am going to really be focusing on the page views on my site so that I can get my blog on the ad network that I want to be on. Right now, I have page views. My page views are not zero. I get about 10 to 12,000 page views a month. And yeah, I could be on a ad network right now. However, I have my eyes set on being on Mediavine. Period. That's what I want to do. And so I'm going to be working really hard to get my page views to 50,000 so that I can get on to Mediavine. The first way that I plan on doing that is focusing on SEO. I'm going to focus on search engine optimization, really optimizing my blog posts to get ranked on Google. What I'm going to do is take the top 20 posts on my site that are bringing me traffic and really optimize those posts. I'm going to optimize those posts and use those posts as clues for creating my new content. I have maybe about 150 posts on my site right now, and I'm going to take 20 and I'm going to start with those 20, and I'm probably going to chuck the rest, to be quite frank with you. Yeah, I know that sounds like, whoa, Nakisha, but honestly, I'm going to focus on the top 20 pieces of content on my site, and we're going to run it. We're going to run it up about another 40,000 page views so that I can get on Mediumvine. Now, here's the thing. I know that if I can run it up 40,000 page views in the next 6 months, that I can run it to 200,000, 300,000, or whatever I want to run it to, okay? But search engine optimization is going to be my number one focus. Secondly, I'm going to focus on Pinterest. You all know Pinterest. Okay, can we keep it real? Can I just be frankly honest? I really just didn't feel like taking the time to learn Pinterest, okay? I just did not feel like it, okay? I have other things going on. I absolutely enjoy brand work, like I told you. I enjoy working with my coaching clients, right? I enjoy building out new products because I want to focus on some other things that people have been asking of me, that I am really good at, like building an audience, So I really want to focus on creating some new things. And I just really didn't feel like focusing on Pinterest. Can we be honest? I just did not. But I am going to use Pinterest and learn Pinterest, or get someone to help me with Pinterest so that I can gain traffic that way as well. I'll also be focusing a lot more on email and sending out my newsletter on a much more regular basis, giving updates, giving discounts to my products and my coaching, and just really letting my audience in more on what I have going on, because something that I've done over the last couple of months that wasn't the greatest idea, and I probably should stop doing, it's kind of ghosting, right? I would kind of ghost on Instagram or just dip off and just not say nothing, just because of life. I have 4 children and life is happening and things are going on, and I just really don't have time for social and, all those things. But email is going to be the way that I'm going to keep my audience in the loop and really talk to them and really foster that a relationship via email with my audience. So I'm really going to be using email over the next 6 months to help me to get to where I want to be with my page views, but also to just connect a lot more with my audience, especially those people that have been here riding with me, that have wanted to work with me, and just so many other things. I'm going to use email to kind of connect a lot more. And then last but not least, I'm going to use YouTube, as I do already, but use it a lot more to try to funnel people over to certain blog posts that I have, or blog posts that really just go well with content that I do here that I may just not put on my YouTube channel. A lot of productivity hacks. I know a lot of moms are here, and sometimes you guys ask me things that I'm like, that video probably won't do so well, but maybe it will do well on the blog, and that could be a blog post that I may send you to. Like, for instance, if you ask me, hey, Nakisha, how do you edit your videos, or how do you take your photos by yourself, or whatever, that's content that may live on my blog versus being put on the YouTube channel or talked about anywhere else. So I will continue to use YouTube to send people over to the blog that way. So what's the goal? What's the point? What's the purpose of all this? What's the learning lesson in this whole thing, right? For one, I believe that you should try with everything you have to make your business work and to make your blog work, right? My blog is working. My blog is working for me really well, right? But I want to get everything I can out of my blog. But maybe the lesson for you in my situation is, don't give up. Stop giving up on things when they're not doing what you want them to do, right? Mine is doing what I want it to do, but it could be doing what it's doing a lot better. It could be giving what it should have been gave a long time ago. It's my point, right? So I was reading somewhere the other day where someone's like, yeah, I tried blogging for a few months and then I stopped, and I picked it back up for a little bit and I got discouraged. And I know people that have rebranded and closed down websites and I'm not saying that none of that is, necessary or ever necessary. I'm just saying that a lot of times I feel like people don't try it all and try everything before moving on to the next thing, right? I'm a girl. I like stability. I believe in stability for my family. You know, listen, I'm not going to move on from my blog without juicing this thing, about to juice this thing. Okay. I'm going to get what I want from the blog, and that's getting, on Mediavine. Then the second thing, know that there are so many ways to monetize with your blog. Listen, for me, I'm sitting here, I'm making good money from my blog, and I don't have not an ad on my site. And a lot of people I know, that is the way they monetize their sites, right? They do ads, and I've never done one, but I'm still doing amazing for myself. So know that there are many, many ways that you can monetize your blog, and there are so many different business models, and your business does not have to look like the other person's business. Your business can be unique and ideal for you. So you got to think about that. What do you want your business to look like? What do you want it to feel like? What do you want your life to feel like? And how do you want that to go, right? So if you know you're not a person and you're not trying to be on video and you're not trying to keep up with no audience and talk to people and be on social media, then ads might be perfect for you. You can sit back in the cut, in the quiet, dipped off in the back, and make your ad money. Write your blog posts and go on about your business. It's a great way for people that just don't want to be seen or known at all. Anonymous blogging is a thing. Name your blog something that's not your name and monetize that thing. Make you a niche site. Do whatever you want to do. Don't have a lifestyle blog. You know, make something that is just a certain niche and keep it pushing, right? But if you're a person and you know you like people and you really want to work with brands and you want to take press trips and you want to get sponsored vacations and all this good stuff, and you love all that about blogging or the influencer life and everything like that, then maybe working with brands is for you. You know, maybe you can monetize in that way. Maybe you can do one-on-one coaching or group coaching or something like that. But know what you want your life to look like and how you want to monetize your blog. And also understand that that can change. It can change over time. It doesn't have to stay one way. You can try a few things. They may not work for you. You might find them amazing, but know that things can evolve, your business can evolve, and you can evolve as a person. Because, you know, they got a saying that it's up and it's stuck. Honey, you're never stuck. You're never stuck. Okay, we stuck in a good way, right? We positive and stuck and paid and stuck and all that good stuff. But you never have to be stuck in a negative situation or stuck in a situation that you don't want to be stuck in. Okay, understand that your business can grow, you can grow. And all of this stuff is flexible. It's pliable. That's why we're entrepreneurs. That's why we make our own way. We make our own money so that we can live the life we want and the life we love. Okay, well, but that's it. That's all. That's what I had for y'all today. I just kind of wanted to let y'all in on what was going on in my mind, in my head, in my business, and what I'm going to be up to for the next 6 months. So you will see the Build Your Blog with Me's come back for the first week of every single month, and I'll be sharing this progress and showing you all how I'm doing, and I'll legit be focused in on getting these page views up and getting to where I want to be in my business, because I really just haven't been focused on that. But your girl is here. I'm back and I'm ready to get it popping. Okay, I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye, y'all.